had to come down for something else, and I thought while I was here I get to see it like every week. But yeah, I thought I might give you a little look. See, I don't know whether to flip my camera or just okay, let's have a go. Okay, right, so that is the front of St Paul's Cathedral, the steps, etc. I don't know how good the quality of the picture is, sorry. It is, I'm going to flip round again, but I'll get, once we get to another view, because I'm just, oops, sorry, I'm just going to walk around it because it's just beautiful, stunning. Maybe I'll walk backwards. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Anyway, let's get to another angle, a vantage point. So, as far as I'm aware, the church is, well, on this site, there's been a church for the last 1,400 years. The oldest church in the city of London is, I think, 675, but that's meaning that the church is still like partly extant after the war. Maybe, I don't know how long you've got with me, but if I get on a bus I could get there, or maybe stop streaming and go there after. It's right near to the Tower of London. It's beautiful. It's not quite this. Right, I don't know how to. Okay, that's the top. I would have, do you know what? I was downstairs in the crypt. Yeah, I was downstairs in the, hi, Oscar. I was in the crypt, but there's no signal. I tried even calling someone and it was just rubbish. So unless they've got Wi-Fi, maybe I'll find out next time. Maybe I'll come on a Saturday. Right, so this is the, right, I'm going to show you, I'm going to just flip it. This is the Whispering Gallery, the top of it anyhow, that part there. So when I'm in a church service, that part is visible, that the altar is just to the, so the altar is kind of over there. The entrance, obviously, we just saw that. Yeah, so 1,400 years old. What else do I know? Matthew Wren, I think is the architect. St Paul, obviously big in the Christian game. He was pretty good he was pretty passionate as a persecutor of Christians. I'm just looking at somebody's head, but I don't know who it is and I don't know why. Shoulders. Andrew who? I don't know. South Pediment, the complete something 12 feet high and weighs 6 tons, carved by Francis Bird. Now you know. Just the architecture. Just look at the fretwork and the little. They always look so depressed, those little baby head things. But I mean, I would be if I was sat. I mean, it's one thing sitting for a drawing or a painting, a portrait, but it's another when someone's got a chisel out, potentially. Okay, so I think the churchyard may be closed, but we're going to look through the fences anyway, because we're just rebels like that. Okay, so this is another massive grand entrance. I quite like this one, to be fair. But this, I'll find an informational. There's that. And then coming further down again, it's like disabled access, etc. So pretty. Right, let's keep walking. Yeah, so they do services, by the way. Anyone who's in London, you don't have to pay to, obviously, to go into a service. I'm going to come back to the live chat. Yeah, I hope God does bless him, Lord Raven, because he's stunning. He's got loads of lovely churches. So just for anyone who's interested, this month on Sundays, 8 a.m. for communion, 8:45 for morning prayer, 11:15 for the sung Eucharist. That's beautiful, I can tell you that personally. Afterwards, by the way, after the Eucharist, when everyone leaves, they do every week they do an organ recital kind of thing, but like a voluntary. Mondays 12:30 and 5 is Eucharist and evening prayer, and 12:35. Yeah, that's the same Monday to Saturday, and then Sunday's like the big day. Yeah, I don't think that the gardens are open, but let's see anyway. I'll make it all the way around to the front again just so you can see all the stuffs. Okay, this is a nicer angle, I guess. It's just whether I can fit it through the fence. Oh, if I drop my phone, I'm in trouble. Right. That's the... and then... And now I'm scared because if I drop it, that would be so embarrassing. Right, and then we're still walking. I think it probably takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes to walk around if you're like taking in the scenery. Okay, yeah, the gardens are closed. I'll give you a little, let's get to a decent angle. I'm not sure who that saint is. He's definitely big in the gold game. He's got a halo and a big crucifix, so just out on a limb guessing he's a saint. Although Protestants, we don't believe really in canonising just individuals. Like we have everybody's a saint. When Saint Paul, to his friends, wrote to the churches, he said to the saints at so and so, and that was without a pope. Can you believe? Guessing it's Saint Paul. Just, it would be ridiculous if it was, I don't know, another saint. But I can't see him now because there's all trees. That's what I can see at the moment. If I look around, we'll get there. Right, let me get the live chat back on. Hi everybody. Hello Francis. Marianne! I thought it might be too early for everybody who's, I don't know, depends what people do in the daytime. There's a pretty nice angle, even though you can't really see the cathedral at all. But it's just the niceness, the greenery and the stuffs. Okay, so it's not cheap if you want to go in during, like, not for a service. It's always free for them. Right, let's get around. Oh look, by the way, when you're in the city of London, there are churches like Highville everywhere. So that's the biggie. That's the one that's in the song. There's another one, I've no idea the name of it, but the church bells from that church are pretty loud on a Sunday. You can hear them whilst you're in the service. Just a pause. And it's just turned really windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to carry on as if you can, and you're all professional lip readers, because you should be. Okay, right. Okay, now we're just going to be industrial now because there's another building in the way. But let's look. It's all a bit meh. Anyone go to them? What, Bill? The services? Yeah, me. You mean anyone? I'm a someone. Yes, me. I go every week. Well, most weeks, yeah. Okay, this is the school, I believe. Or it's something to do with the school. And this school, pretty outrageously, the position of head girl. Because it's not, it's gender exclusionary or whatever twaddle. It may be an atheist nation bill, but I'm not. So, no, it's, yeah, a bit. Okay, so this is the sign, everybody, for the Corporation of London. It's not, that is not an inverted crucifix. That's like a sword because, yeah, it just is. So near this spot from 1512, prior to the Reformation, until Red Street. Potentially Ginger, I don't know. Okay, I might just take you all on a sightseeing tour, but my local history, yeah, it's all right. I might take you up Fleet Street, yeah, Sweeney Todd, etc. Right, this is the other side of the church. This is very pretty. I'm going to just flip you. So you got that up there, the weather vane. That's the Whispering Gallery from the other angle. I mean, it's a 360-degree angle, obviously. Don't know who those dudes are in stone on the top of the other entrance, because, I mean, what church does not need 17 entrances? I hear you cry. Okay, so let's have a little butcher's. And maybe I'll come across a thingy, like a little plaque that tells us anything. 1400, named after St. Paul, Matthew Wren. Very lovely, serves it. The communion wine, that's what I'm going to ask on Saturday. It's very nice. I know it's like, you know, it's got deeper significance, but I'm just saying, it's very nice. No, I keep coming across signs, but they're just saying the gardens are open daily, although that's technically a fib. How on? Right, so again, Whispering Gallery, big, massive crucifix on the top, just to remind everybody that it's not a bingo hall or a casino. The fretwork is lovely. Look. I don't know what angle I've got you all at, sorry. Yeah, so I was going to put up my little interlude with the Nation of Islam Stooges. I am going to, but I had to send it to JC because I don't know how to beep stuff out, and I thought it might be a bit strong because it's like within 3 seconds. Okay, there's like a lion's head and a little baby, I don't know, cheruby type thing up there. I was just walking around. I might have a sideline here. I might take you all to Buckingham Palace one day. I might just pretend to be a tourist without any visitors. Right. Last time I went there, I did have a visitor from abroad. It's nice though, because when you live somewhere, you forget like how pretty it is. Well, you don't, but I can't be bothered to take you over the road. There's a giant pair of eyeballs. Oh, I will now. I've said it. Oh, I just seen the informational. Give me 2 hot seconds. And someone remind me about the eyeballs. I can't see the chat. Sorry, the light is blinking off of it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you it and then I'm going to read you it. All right. That's the picture. Hopefully that's all in. And then that's what I'm going to tell you. So at the top it's in Latin, and my really crap Latin tells me, I don't know, domus, maybe the middle, like meridian line, prospectus, the prospect, the aspect maybe even. Okay, there's a whole big bit of Latin for anyone who fancies translating that and posting it in the comments. Something to do with Albert, maybe. Who knows? Okay, the Nilvirtus Cathedral, which was destroyed by the Great Fire of London, which everybody knows, 1866. The actual remains lie a few feet below. The chapter house and cloister, designed by the Royal Mason William Ramsay in 1332, were among the first and finest examples of the perpendicular style, which was to dominate English architecture for the next 200 years. Both the octagonal chapter house and the square cloister were 2-storied, enabling prominent buttresses at each angle to form a crown surrounding the casket within. The chapter room, with its huge windows, was on the first floor above an open undercroft, and it was here that the chapter or governing body of the cathedral held its meetings. So that is, obviously, we are here. And the perpendicularness, you can check all that out, but that's what they're talking about. But I don't see, let's have a look in, no, that's definitely the previous, because, I reckon, yeah, I think that's maybe set down from ground level, because it would fit in with, no, the windows are all different, no, everything's different. It is actually, it is that building, but it's, slightly that building, and then I think the top has been redone. Right, what was I going to show you? Eyeballs. Yep, let's take you over to the eyeballs, just for the sake of, I said it, so I might as well do it. It makes me laugh when I walk along with a stick like this, because everyone assumes I'm filming the other way, so they all start ducking out of the way, and I don't tell them. Right, let's not die. I could take you up along the river and the embankment, etc., or maybe Fleet Street, the Strand where Dr. Johnson lived, and where there's some Freemason architecture and just regular. It's my shoulder now, man like age, can you believe it? It was my lower back. I spent so much time standing like that with now my shoulder is delicate. It's not outrageous, but I'm not milking it. I could be getting people carrying stuff, and I'm just crying on the inside. and rubbing on painkilling stuff. Anyway, back at the ranch, Fleet Street, or you might have to come for a coffee with me as well, obviously. Marion, that's so right. Yeah, so you can have, I don't know, it's your choice, River Thames or Fleet Street in the Strand, but maybe both. It's not like I have a life, you know. Not today, I don't, it's my day off. Right, let's not die. Okay. Look at me. In the zoo. Sorry for anyone who can't see the chat. Bill says, basically he's asking me, have I thought about doing weights in the gym? Have you met me? Or do you know me rather? Is that anyway? Look up. Aye. There you go. Had to do that joke. It just came to me. Let's have a walk down to the river. Sod it. Let's do it. Right. This is Sermon Lane. I think that's so charming. And Peter's Hill at the same time. That's bizarre. So there's Peter's Hill, which leads to St Paul's Vista, and then literally the other side is Sermon Lane and some chaps. This is where we're walking to. Oh, well, let's look back at the view. I don't know if I'm fitting all that in. I'll do it again once I get to the end. Okay, which way am I facing? Me again. Okay, let's go. Let me get the chat back up. And Jay, come back and I will. Phil, if you're going to do it by prayer, that's excellent. Otherwise, I don't think your arms are that long and it's a long walk home for you, darling. NJ, anytime you're over, just let me know and I'll give you a guided tour. I do like London. When I come home, when I'm on the plane, I get so excited. I'm so happy to leave when I leave. And then I'm just like, no, please, I need my England. That's a very cute little pub. We might go in there. Let's look for the pubs and then, yeah, do you know what? I think we're going to have dinner together. If anyone wants to put their kettle on and the bread in the toaster. Okay. What have we got? That's the other church. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn you around so I can make sure it's in shot. Right at the top of the spire, I can't zoom in obviously, is a ship. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I thought that was interesting. You know what I should have done? I should have downloaded a tour guide. Look at this. There's literally a crown in the window, like a proper, hold on. Look like I'm casing the joint. I don't know if you can. This window in the bottom left. I don't think you can see it and I can't adjust the angle or the light. Take my word for it. And above it there's an eagle with its talons out holding a what's name? Like a scroll. Huh. Tower of London. Right, you better decide, people. I'm at St Paul's. The Tower of London is not far, and that side of the Thames. Or there's Westminster Cathedral / the Strand. Trafalgar Square, we did that Sunday. So, whilst I'm in the mood, let's think. Okay, maybe one for back towards the tower, which is beautiful. I think I'm going to go back to the tower along the river, but let's get down to the river and see if it's a pedestrianised part, or let's cross the road while we're not getting killed. Queen Victoria Street for anybody who's bothered. We're still on St Peter's Hill though. Oh yeah, let's see at the view. Let me turn you around. There you go. Not as good as it could have been, but whatevs. Right. Okay, I can't see the chat, it's so frustrating. Thank you, Mark Dover, it's a deal. That's it. And plus, also via a pub. But if I can get to, on foot, I'm a lunatic. If I can get to All Hallows by the tower, I'm sure I'd be able to stream inside that church. I don't even mean the signal, I just mean I've been to a couple of services, they're quite nice. And the door was open when I came past. We might have to get on a bus. I do apologise for being a peasant. Right. Although I might make it. I should have bought packed lunch. Right, yeah, we're going to be able to walk down to the back. Okay, so that's a bridge. No idea. Looks pretty modern, but that's just that's the extent of my bridge skills at the moment. Oh, that's the Millennium Bridge, so it's not more than 20 years old. This is the one that wobbled when they first built it. Like, just having people on it was all too much for it to cope with. But not to worry, because it's like millions of pounds, etc. Okay, let's get down. Sorry about the wind, but I don't control the weather. So, I went all the way to St Paul's to buy my, like, somebody very kindly bought me a rosary. However, you may be shocked to learn the Anglican beads, they're somewhat different to rosary. Same principle. Hail Mary light, let's put it that way, and a different arrangement of the beads. But in essence, seeing as how the Roman Catholic Church didn't come into prominence until the 4th century and beads were being used in the 3rd century, I feel justified that I refuted his claim that they're just copying the Catholics. Okay, let's see what I can identify out of my own city. That looks pretty, but it's South London, so I don't want to. But okay, let's look at the Thames, everybody. I'm pretty certain. No, I'm not anymore. Blackfriars Bridge. Maybe. Obviously. That little roundhouse over there looks like it should be the Globe Theatre. If it isn't, it's a lovely looking pub. That's the, we could get a river taxi, but then you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying because of the wind. That looks like a beautiful church. And then that's just some cruddy old bridge, and I don't know what that other thing, walkie-talkie, but I don't know. Catholic Church started in the yeah, as long as you're making up mathematical terms. Oh no, Catholic with a small Catholic with a small c, as in what we all are in the Nicene Creed. It's Catholic and Apostolic, that means us. That started, I'd say, like, before Jesus died even, obviously. And then what happened is, after the resurrection and the ascension, the churches that were the left, so there were the 7 churches to whom Paul wrote, etc. And there were churches springing up everywhere. There were churches led by women, as we all know, if we watch this channel. So at that point, if there arose any disputes or discrepancies in the teaching, which came to not came to blows, but couldn't be resolved, what they would do is they would go to an apostolic church. No access. Okay, I'll just walk around them. So they would go to an apostolic church in order to see if the apostle who was linked to that church had left any instruction or ever mentioned anything, and that's pretty reasonable. So by the time of the fall of Rome, basically, and what was going on throughout the rest of Christendom, the Roman Catholic Church, i.e. we're Catholic, they're the Roman version, they ascended at the fall of Rome, even though there were Roman emperors, of course, who were Christian. But the persecution stopped in the 3rd century. Then the Roman Church was able to get on with their life, basically, and then they came to preeminence in the 4th. Hi, who? No, 1100. Sorry, I know it was a joke, Bill, but hey, Ephesians 4, to some he gave to be teachers. And that's another bit of a church. I can't be bothered to die on this motorway type thing, but it's nice. Right, let's see. So now I'm not on the Thames anymore, as you can see, brick wall style. This is the way, Ben and I come through on Sundays. Right, no access again. Well, thank you for telling me. Right. Exactly. Exactly. I think we should all, well, no, area. Obviously not so heavy on the churchiness or the Christianity, unfortunately. So people just think I'm talking to myself and filming them. Right, any access? No access, people. Looks like access. Looks like a teensy tiny pub as well, which it is. But can't get through. Phil, why would I be a part of such dubious enterprises? No, I'm not a big fan of Google. Right. Okay. Sorry. Sandrian Joseph is telling me that twilight or dusk is at 6 p.m. in India. Here, at the moment, seeing as how it's August, I think it may be around 10 p.m.-ish. Don't quote me. But yeah, it's latest in the high summer for us. And then in December, it's like 4 p.m. It's dark because we care about farmers around here. All right, we have access to the path again. Okay. I'm not going to mention that I'm already potentially out of breath. I'm not, but the next few pubs are going to be tempting. Right, there's some sort of mosaic of the Thames, and it looks potentially like it could be accurate-ish. So let's have a go. I can't see any. Oh shucks. Okay, let's try. Right, wind turbine stuff. Sea lion praying, which is nice. 2012 Jubilee being commemorated. The mosaic was done in 2014. World War II and the London Blitz is what we're looking at. Oh, you can read, sorry. 1858, the sewers were sorted out. Queenhythe Flower Wharf, Queen Victoria, bless her little cotton socks. I'm going to let you just read the random words. That's the Great Fire that damaged the church courtyard. What else? Coffee shops. See the heritage from which I come. Here's Elizabeth, Virgin Queen. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, so for anyone who's not aware, her dad wanted to marry somebody else. The Pope said, not on your Nelly, bruv. He said it in Italian, potentially. Then Luther, luckily for Henry, had already began with his protestations and his Reformation. And therefore, Thomas Cranmer, who was an English clergyman, had adopted wholesale Protestantism, and so Henry got him on board and to get the marriage annulled or ended. So she is granted duties on all goods land. Okie doke, lovely. Nice for her. 1066. Bit of Norman. Fish traps. I didn't know they could jump fences. Okay. Alfred, 1890. The Danes, etc. were over here. Vikings. Great slaughter. Not just a good one, a great one. Okay, we're nearly... Oh, no, we're not. There's a bit more to go. Saxons. We got a lot of words from them. St. Paul's, built in 680. It missed it by 5 years. So the one that we're eventually, hopefully, going to get to is 5 years older than St. Paul's. And that is the oldest in the city. So St. Paul's, I'm guessing, is like in the top 10, obviously. Right, let's just sort of scoot up a bit here because, come on. Romans traded, yeah. Tell us something we're not sure of. There's Hadrian, bless him. He loved a wall. Loved a wall. Didn't like the Scots too much. Although, who can blame him in those days? Boudica or Boadicea, depends how you... yeah, she was a bit of a troublemaker. Although a good girl. And that's when the Romans first came over here and started effing up everything. But they did have lovely roads. So that's good. And this is Queenhythe. So this was a thriving Saxon and medieval dock. I'm going to show you the dock in a sec. In AD 886. So 26 years after the building of St. Paul's, the Roman city was reoccupied by Alfred the Great, who was the King of England. I know, London's old, 1100. So King Alfred established the first harbour here at Ethelred's Hythe. When I was a girl, I had all the kings and queens of England on the back of my bedroom door, so I know the names. It's recorded in contemporary charters as a trading shore where goods were sold directly from the beach boats. The harbour was known as Queenhythe after Queen Matilda, who was wife of Henry I. Got a feeling Shakespeare wrote. Yeah, no, Henry VI, who knows? And was granted the dues from the dock in the early 12th century. The right was inherited by successive English queens, and by the 13th century, it had become the principal dock for handling grain and other foodstuffs to feed London's growing population. However, it declined in the 15th century in favour of the better facilities and different vessels at Billingsgate, which is now a fish market. So I'm going to show you. That's that's Google Maps of the 16th century. So this was recorded, some 40 years after Luther was at the Diet of Worms. I'm just looking for St. Paul's. So if you see all of the churches, St. Mary's Somerset is there. Let's see. So there's St. Paul's. I believe it is anyway. I wouldn't want to, because I just walked all the way down. Yeah, that'll do. Anywho, so there's something about conservation. I don't know. Flooding. What's name? And that's 1801. Look, church. Love a church round here. We do. We used to. This is right. So this is the dock they were talking about. This is another view of London and the Thames. Although I'm going to just miss out that bit of ugly metal and the guy on the phone. So there you go. That's very peaceful around here. Very. I think that may be the globe. Not sure. I shall find out. I shall be better prepared next time I do an impromptu tour of London. Wink, wink. Okay. Another church. Alright, let's get a wriggle on. Okay, Carol's saying, I do apologise for ignoring you. I'm not, it's just the light glints off the... Alright, talking to each other, that's good. Yeah, it is a cool place, London. I love it. So pleased I wasn't born anywhere else. Okay, this is the Barrels Walk, City of London. Yeah, nothing really massive interest that we haven't already seen. That's pillar, a column even. Right, I was going to look at the chat, wasn't I? Sorry, but you're all chatting to each other. I love a bit of community feels. Okay, Bill. I know. Can you imagine put myself through uni that way, Bill? Okay, this foundation stone, i.e. this one, was laid by the Duke of Gloucester. Only 1990 though, so we're just going to move on because it's not really history if it's only the 90s become like decades ago. Shocking. I love London. Look at this. Look, just for the fencing thing, like the guardrail, they've got a little bit of heraldry. So it's got to be Heron Quays. If it isn't, I don't know, like there's herons on it and barrels, obviously for the wharf, the docks. That one, yeah, they're all the same. Great, I don't have to stop at every single one. This is Three Barrels Walk, so shouldn't be surprised that there are 3 barrels there. Come to the end of our walkway again. Oh, look at what I do for you people. Okay, let's get back up again. I'm sure I've walked all the way along before, potentially in my dreams. Okay, whilst we're waiting, that is freakish. It's a man's head. No, is it? Or am I need my glasses on. No, it's a duck. It is a bird just putting his head down. It looked like an old creepy bald guy. Okay, Yes. Right, so we are at Vintner's place. Little naked lady up there with a sheep. See, I can't show you the architecture unless I'm over. Maybe if I was over the other side of the road. Okay, let's try. You'll be able to see sort of as much as I can see, really. This is Thames House. Tea clipper, I think. More nakedness at the top. So the Admiralty, for anybody who doesn't know, obviously we were a seafaring nation. So Nelson, who is in Trafalgar Square, we won't see him. But he's, I guess, one of the main iconic symbols of London. Everybody knows who he is, where he is, what he said as he was dying, etc. When I say everyone, I mean people who are bothered. So more Thames House, more mythical. I don't know what the bull's horns are for. I really don't at this stage. Like coats of arms and stuff like that. Is that it's every single bit of it is symbolic. Like all the animals have significance other than what you know. What if you think of a bull? I guess you think of strength, or you know. But they've all got deeper meanings. Yeah, one of the gospel writers is represented as a bull. Although I always get muddled up with which is which, so I won't embarrass myself. Right. Bit for at work. Okay, let's get across. Where are we now? We're on Little Thames Street. For anybody who's doing... I think this potentially is a longer walk than I assumed. So you've got me for longer. Let's see. Right, let me get on the map. Wow, it's not even showing where I want to be. But that is a teensy map. Right, that's Cannon. Let's see. Sorry, everyone. Chat among yourself. Tell. Okay, it's telling me 7 walking about on like a road. That's crap. But I might cross over because there is another church there for a change. Alright, they're playing the bells, so I won't go over there. I'm telling fibs, the bells are coming from that one. I did say there's a lot of churches, didn't I? Let's see if we can get in some of them. I'm going to do a church crawl and then a pub crawl, obviously, afterwards. But yeah, I was talking about it with a friend, an atheist friend of mine. She's like, yep, I'm up for it. So hopefully I'll be able to take you all along. See, if I had a picnic, yeah, I can get back on the path now. If I had a picnic with me, I could have just sat somewhere. But no, I was only coming out for me beads. And then I phoned the Catholic while I was in there to say what colour. And they had a little hissy fit. I'm not going to use them. I thought, my riches in heaven. And like, anywho, so I bought them something else. So, right. But I did get a teensy little set of Anglican beads. I'll show you them in a bit. Right, let me just come back to the people moving out of my way thinking they're being caught doing something illicit. No, apparently I... Oh, right, let's see. It did, I swear it said access. Yeah, they weren't fibbing. It's a little club, tucked away, suspiciously. That's the Eastern European version of English. Right. Love Eastern European people. They're just not embarrassed about being Christian one bit. Well, their governments aren't. Okay. Is that Australia? I don't know. No. That flag is what I'm talking about. Hi, Stephen. Right, the bells of St. Mary. Mary? Hold on. Oranges and lemons. said the bells of St. Clement's. I owe you 5 farthings, said the bells of St. Martin's. When will you pay me, said the bells of Old Bailey. When I grow rich, said the bells of Shoreditch. When will that be, said the bells of Stepney. I do not know, said the big bells at Bow. I don't remember St Mary's in there. Sounds a bit Catholic-y. There's Protestant churches called that. Nothing wrong with being a bit Catholic-y. She said, coming out of an Anglican church. Okay, they're a bit Catholic-y. To be fair. Ooh, looks like a nice pub, to be fair. Even though it's called the Banker. Maybe they couldn't find W's. Right, this is the next view. Just for lols at this point. Okay. Right. Hi, Donovan. Right, I think I've run out of path again. This is making my journey like so much longer because I'm just zigzagging in and out of the river. No, because the beer garden is just like not on the river. Such a shame. Okay, in a minute we're going to have to sit down and roll into the darkness. So let's do it. I'll see you later, Bill. God bless you. Don't forget to say your prayers, etc. Let's get through this Jack the Ripper-esque sort of, apart from the motor. I don't think they had that. And it's the wrong area. I don't think it's very inclusive, having teensy doorways. Did you know that people were shorter in the old days? Because of, I don't know, lack of calcium, maybe, rickets and all that. Shenanigans. Okay, let's get out again. Oh, tank. Beer and cocktails, really. Let's see if I can find a cocktail. Right, we're back out on La Rive. Okay, let me just show you these. This is Hanseatic Walk. Right, 1998, which is not, although it's there's some people younger than that, obviously, and still able to vote. So we've got the little like coiled snake and feather thing, which usually means medicine, but it's only ever one snake, so my heraldry's off. Father Christmas, anyone? No, I reckon it's Neptune. Pagan idolaters. That's definitely a fish. You can rest assured that I'm right on that. Teensy little lions. That's the Corporation of London heraldic symbol. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Corporation of London, it's called the City of London, but it's the city within the City of London, if that makes any sense. London proper, that's their Domine Dirige Nos. Yeah, so London, i.e. London and the suburbs, like just London, the big thing with the 6 million, 7 million people, whatever it is. That's London. And then the Corporation of London is called the City of London, and that's a private corporation. To be fair, they've managed to retain all of the churches that they had, so like props to them. But there are some shady, I wouldn't want to go into it. I don't know, should we wait, should we sit, or should we go to the other church first? Look, I guess we could sit here, maybe. I don't know, let me put the live chat on, that helps when I'm just talking to myself. No, I'll keep going. There'll be another one. There will be another one. People think I'm filming them while they're eating their food. I don't know if it's straight dead ahead of me. It's very pretty. Right, let's get the pace up. Right, Oystergate Walk now. It's just the same path, to be fair. But they like a name. Helicopter, if you can hear it, I don't know. London Red buses. I do know that Londoners. Hi, Roger. What we're saying? Yeah, but the thing is, the churches are still. You know what I mean? Whereas in wider London, notwithstanding the bombings of World War II, oh, okay, I like Christian Prince, but he's not in London, so yeah, I'd say. And I can't, sometimes I feel bad. I used to listen to him all the time. I love him and that, but they're so long. It's like, I don't have time to even watch my 20-minute bits of them. Right, we're finally in view of where we're going. Thank God, let me show you it. I don't know if I can shout over the helicopter. Yeah, sorry, Roger. Okay, this is London Bridge. And underneath it, you can see just by the warship, between that and the yacht thing, or the taxi, is Tower Bridge. So we're going to come off before there. We're going to go to All Hallows by the tower, or at least outside of it. It is open. And we're going to see the Tower of London, which is also before Tower Bridge, which is the one that was stuck open the other day for 4 days or something. But yeah, London Bridge is often mistaken for Tower Bridge by Americans, for example, I think, who bought it. Lol. Okay, there's another church. Beautiful. London Bridge again, everybody. The most unimpressive bridge we have, actually, which is maybe why we sold it. Ish. Okay. Dude, I'm so unfit. Right, let's... Oh, I'm just going to show you the tower and then I'm done. I need a drink at this stage and some lunch. But, yeah, I'll get you there. Is it still breaking up? Can somebody tell me? Maybe it's when I'm going under the bridges, etc. Okay. So I'm going to show you this church. Maybe Sunday I won't go. No, I do like the Eucharistic. Oh, I don't know. Let's see how we are. Right, another quite pretty view, I must say, of the Tower Bridge. So I'll just leave you facing that way a second. That, by the way, everybody, is South London. This is what's known as North London, and you can imagine. There's like actual people are so funny, like psychology. Another church. Oh yeah, so this, if you can see the golden, I don't know, thistle crown. That is the top of the monument. That was, like, for some many years, centuries, that was the tallest building in London. So let me just show you what a midget building is. That was the tallest thing we had. It has something like, I don't know, a few hundred steps and you're up to the top. But yeah. So we are almost there. Oh, right. Yeah, in fact, Jordan, definitely members, but everyone, but Jordan's the only member I can see at the minute because I can't see the screen probably. Yeah, if there's somewhere, I don't know, put in the Thames. I don't mean Essex, but like, yeah, around, in and around the city of London and stuff, if there's any churches you want to see, or, I don't know, Jack the Ripper tour. Oh, a bit touristy and a bit of a rubbish area. Well, it was at the time as well. Nothing much has changed. Okay. Right, we're so close. I can see part of the tower, but I don't think you'll be able to see it on the camera. Dark house walk, not ominous one bit. Okay. There's a little boy. That's a seafaring joke, obviously. Who's helloing me? Jesus Christ is living God. Hello. There's a big fish on a weather vane. You don't see that often. And another. So you do see it semi-often because I just saw two in the space of 30 seconds. Didn't know it was that popular. Just hovering above me. Okay. Almost there. Look, little tiny fishes on top of the old Billingsgate walk. Old and new Billingsgate is a fish market. That's why all the fish are everywhere. That looks a bit Islamic, if you ask me. I don't know. Not sure. There's a presentiness about it. Right, architecture again. Anyone? You see there's the St George's flag and the Union flag, if you notice. The Union flag is made up of St Andrew's cross, which is Scotland, which is a white X on a black background. It's also made up of the St George's cross, which is a white background with a red, like, vertical and horizontal cross. And then finally it's made up with the flag of Northern Ireland, which is very similar to St George's, however it's a red X. So I don't know what happened to Wales. I've said that on a live stream before, I just got deja vu. I don't know why all little Wales, they didn't get a look in. Maybe I don't think they've ever been outside of the Union with England. I don't know. I'll find out the next time, because I know none of you are going to sleep tonight wondering. Okay, we're so close, but it's deceptive. There's a massive ship over there. There's a littleish boat tug taxi thing. Some sort of circle, I don't know, building. That's a big, impressive building. Right, let's get past the pedestrians. Right, any minute now I'll be able to sit down. Right, let's see what you... Hi, Zachler. Sorry, oh my gosh. No, they're even worse. Sure? I'm not sure. Oh, brilliant, Jordan. I've got an if you're like literally a novice, this will be just higher. To be fair, I'm not completely do you know what I mean, or ignorant of London's history. I do know. I was gonna say we have the oldest pub in London, for obvious reasons. No one can remember when they were built because they were all pissed. Tower Bridge is the Royal Mint, which is not where they make chocolate, it's where they make the money, or where they dispose of the money and that, St Catherine's Docks, etc. But I don't think I'm going to make it, people. Let's just get to this church, I promised you, and then all bets are off. My nicotine levels are just like, whoa. That's the Thames, close up and personal. Later on today, that won't be there, obviously, and you couldn't, stuff that's been lobbed over the side or just chucked in. Right, almost there. That helicopter is very interested in London history, potentially, or geography. Probably more of a safe bet. I can't see the colour. It's not a medical one. I think it's a police one. Right. More views of the Thames. We're basically here. Don't panic, people. We're there. Maybe they're filming. Who knows? Okay, so... Oh, look at the... Oh, I shouldn't... Cute, though. Right. This is Sugar Quay Walk. Just in case you wanted to know. Let's just wait for the traffic to pass. Hello. Right. This is where you catch the taxi, the river taxi. We could do that, but it depends how many people are still there by the time I've showed you this church and had some lunch. This is so pretty, unusual. Look at these little dining pods. How neat is it? It's very sweet. I'm not doing free advertising because I don't know what the name of the place is. I don't know why, it just reminds me of Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland-y kind of, don't know. I'm coming here, this is my new thing, so I need to know the name. That's a butch. Okay, got it. Yeah, I think, unless I'm very much mistaken, I've Speaker's Corner Sunday. I'd very much doubt you'll guess. They're not Christian, but I think people will be very pleased to see them. Right, so this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the Tower of London, although it's not actually, if you see what I mean. It's more the gift shop area. That isn't a church, shockingly, but the church we're going to is over there. I'm going to show you the tower where they keep the crown jewels, where Elizabeth was kept for some days during the 1607. The 17th century. What was it? She died in 1607. Yeah, so, all right, 16. So that's part view of the tower. Traitor's Gate is out on the River Thames that we've just come from, and that's where they used to bring in I don't know, all kinds, basically traitors, but that included, you know, like very important people. Yeah. So let me just show you the coat of arms above the gate. Don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, let's keep going because we're so close, so close. There's a monument over here to 1868. I don't know why. But yeah, so on the other side, when it's in the night time, it's really lovely, like it's lit up really beautifully. And there are gold crowns on top of the tower, which you can see in the background, the Tower of London, Tower Bridge behind the Tower of London. Right, so 1868, what went down, people? Let's find out. Oh, come on, man. Oh, the subway, Tower Subway, was constructed in 1868, but there's all that's left of it. There's a little door and a tube going, because that is also a royal palace. So we're basically here as soon as Kay can walk up a very slight incline without dying. Okay, that's not a real one, obviously. That's a beefeater. Thank God. Maybe I'll do buck power soon. Not today, obviously. Tower vaults. This is the church, everybody. So this is All Hallows by the Tower. City. Anyway, I know I just broke up, sorry, because it's telling me. So more stairs. Why, Jesus? Oh, scrub it. I'm going to walk around at great inconvenience so that I can show you it all. Right. Look, I don't know if you can catch the stained glass windows because there's no filter on the camera, as you'll know by my face when I turn it around. Okay. I've never been in that entrance. That's odd. I didn't even know there was a door there. Churches love a door in case they all have to escape. Okay, let's see. Should we just go in? And then I'll show you the outside after. Just for a second though, check these windows. I know you can't see, but I'm going to stop talking now, so. I don't know if my signal is going to be any good, so. I don't think this is the way in. Wait. I feel really weird doing this. Actually, the rest of the church is empty now, so I didn't want to film the people who were sitting. So this is where we have the services on Sundays. I don't know, I'm not sure what. Oh, actually, they were renovating, I think. This is John Fisher, who was the Bishop of Rochester. I don't think this is a Catholic church. He's asking him to pray for us. Bizarre. Okay, this is the window. It's beautiful. It's the Lord Mayor of London 5 years prior to the fire. That's a memorial to the actual Great Fire. I don't know who this is. Saint Anthony of Egypt, everybody. Making your acquaintance. That's in Latin, which is irritating. Hieronymus Benalis Bergomi, who was born, oh gosh, I can't read that anymore. 1538 was, I think, the year that he died. 4th of March. Someone can correct my Latin at their leisure. Okay, this is Philip Thomas Byard Clayton. Oh, up into the 70s, so not really, like, very old. It's got a lot of war medals. That's King George there, by the way. Right, who's this? St. James of Compostela. He's got a shell on his hat. I don't know if he's... Yeah, I'm not sure of that reference. There's a clock with the actual moon thingy, even though it's not night time. That's where they do this, the big sermons from. Obviously, up there, up those stairs. I just can't take... Oh, we could light a candle, to be fair. But let's... Oh, I'm going to write out on the prayer book, because I tried to do... If you could also... Oh, I've got no thingies yesterday. I tried to, you know, the persecuted church, etc. Like, I tried to include them on... Hi, Wendelin. I can't really speak very loudly, sorry. I know you're asking somebody else, David, but Catholics are most certainly Christian. And I'd go so far as to say there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ. Although I very much disagree with some of the doctrine of the Catholic Church. It's none of my business. It's for their salvation. Okay, so Nigeria, Pakistan, Africa, full stop. Korea, North Korea, China, the persecuted church, Amen. I think it's a child. I hope it's a child. Someone's praying for protection from climate change. I wonder if they know God's going to destroy the world by fire. Anyhow, that's here you go, another window. I don't know what the resolution like or the contrast is, but it says, "Thanks be to God that many men have found their vocation to serve the sacred ministry and become better fishers of men through the inspiration of Philip Clayton, CHMCDD, founder Padre of, I'm not sure what that says, Vicar of All Hallows from 1922 to 63. All Hallows is in Kent, it's not in London. Excuse me, wiping my nose. Okay, so this is, I can't go into this part, but I can stand on this step. That's, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's original, at least the stonework. You can't, it's upside down, I'm afraid, but there's some more heraldry, like a coat of arms. And that is the tomb for the body of Roger, my upside down writing, reading skills. Roger Hatter, that's Roger's, by the way. Okay, let's just look at that. Oh, by the way, while I have you here, Taylor Marshall, he's a Catholic. It's 675 Martin. It's the oldest city. It's the oldest in the city. Taylor Marshall made a video about wooden altars because apparently Francis has moved one into the Vatican. I was so angry, I can't tell you. I was so very irritated. The Catholic friend sent it to me, and I think they thought it was humorous, and I was just like spitting feathers. So I will make a video about that because it's just outrageous, and he's quite respected, allegedly. So anyway, that's that. That's beautiful. Obviously, I didn't hate him in my heart or anything, but I just don't know why repeatedly calling Protestants heretics and dirty and that kind of thing refutes Francis. You know what I mean? Who's potentially infallible sometimes. Anyway. I'm blessed with the Holy Spirit, so yeah. Right, this is Virgin and Child, obviously. This has been left to the church. There are candles available. And now that's the main altar, which is much different to a Catholic church, obviously, you'll notice. That's beautiful. I love fabrics. Do you see the ships because of the Thames and the oyster type looking thing? I'm not sure what that's the technical term. Let me get back and I don't like having my back to even though there's no crucifix there. Let's scoot round Philip. Do excuse us, Phil. Oh, he's done. Oh, I didn't notice the dog the first time. Okay, let's have a go. Oh, look at the organ behind me. Hang on a sec. Oh, my angles are wrong. Pretty. Okay, and there is the crucifix actually. I think there's something quietly beautiful about that. Just the plain, not like I'm a Puritan or anything at all. But there's beauty in simplicity. And the roof, if you notice, I don't know if it must be intentional. It looks to me like the inside of a ship, like a boat, like the bottom of it. Anyway, let's just let's get out of here. Oh, this guy was the founder of Talbot House, Toc Popper. Okay, so if you can see, that's the Lion of England. That's the unicorn, you heard me right, of Scotland, chained with a crown. Around the middle part, the coats of arms of the 4 countries of the Union. Still, I don't see Wales. What is going on? Anyway, that is one bit of Latin I do know. So it says, Oni soi qui mal y pense, which, I don't know if they spoke in a French accent, link, and that's the royal, like that's the country's bit of Latin. And at the bottom, Dieu est mon droit, God and God at my right, God on my right. I'm not sure about that bit, sorry. More little coats of arms. That's the Corporation of London. It's a sword, not an inverted crucifix. That's the same Latin that I just told you. The one that I got right. And that is just beautiful. And then there's all this stuff at the top there. That's very pretty. Let's see, actually, I don't know where I'd leave the money because they've got like postcards and that for sale. There's no one. Oh, there is somebody who works here. I just thought they must have heard me say money. Okay. Just so you know. That looks interesting. I'm so used to just downloading books now. The history of the people. Right, I'm taking that. Thank you very much. Look, all of the churches in the city. Just don't let Jordan see it because I've given out the offer of like going around and there's like 45. Yeah, I don't think the postcards are very of interest. No, so let's just get the thing. I don't know. Right. Sorry, let me just try and find a human. Yeah, I did. Just walk in? Well. Yeah, there's no one seems to be able to. Okay, I'll go and knock. Hello? Can I just pay for one of these, please? I haven't found my change yet. I didn't know if I'd find anybody. I saw somebody scoot past when I walked past them anyway.
We're very elusive, you know.
Exactly. Just in case anyone wants a sin. I don't have any change, sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, stick it in the thingamajig.
Thank
Yep.
you very much.
Thank you. They're very elusive. It's so sweet. Right. Anyway, let's get out of here, kids. Because now there is someone sitting in the pews and I feel bad. Okay. Just before we go, there's another one of the Thames. From the wrong side. This is not the wrong side, you know what I mean? This is South London, looking up towards St. Paul's, which is where we were. We were standing, hold up, we stood there and looked at the architecture, if you remember. Okay, that's Bow Church, which is, if you're born in the sound of those bells, makes you a Cockney, by legend. I don't think you need to know about the diocese stuff. There's the rest of it. Right. That is us. And this is the other side of the church. How beautiful is that? Like on a scale of 1 to ridiculous. Those are the roses, like the English roses, if you know what I mean, obviously. Those above, I believe they're Welsh. I found the Welsh, they're the leeks of like their national vegetable or whatever it is, their plant. We have the rock. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's Protestant, this church. That's so bizarre because inside it said, some saint, please pray for us. A bit dodge. But maybe, I mean, yeah, if it was if it was built in 675, it was Catholic at one point. How pretty. Right, I'll give you a couple of little looks at the armour of God. What are you saying, lovey? I know, they just chuck them up like there's no Tower Bridge and, oh, there's a restaurant and a bar in the churchyard. Let me just look at the menu real quick and then I'll stretch my arm that way to show you the, hold up. I don't see alcohol. Do you know what time is it in real life? I haven't even looked. Kitchen and, it says bar. Not much of a view for you lot except for me munching. Nah, I'll keep going. Right, let me see what people are saying. Sorry, it came off the chat. They don't, Jeff. Oh my God, I was only killing time for the last hour and like 15 minutes till you got here, kid. Right. Let's Oh, let's sit down in a minute. Shirley. I don't know why I'm calling you Shirley. That's, oh, that's a little weirdo statue entrance thing. That's the other angle of the church. But I'm coming out of here because I need to be in, I just need really. John Blake. Exactly. Well, that's when I started it. It's 88 minutes by my reckoning. It says 1 hour 22 minutes. Here's a historic Weatherspoons over there. Just teasing. Right, although I can smell it wafting up. Oh, isn't that mad? You can't smell a salad at all. But KFC, like half a mile away, you're like, oh, smell it. Right. War Memorial and tourists bus. Well, not a real one, sightseeing bus. Right, this is the tower from a different angle. Those are the crown type things I've seen you on the top of the tower bridge. But now I'm going to show you the rest of the tower. Oh, really, John Blake? Ah, there you go. Oh, I know. Yeah, is there an exchange here? I just got mixed up with Shoreditch. I don't know if that's still in use. I think it is. Ish. Right, this is, sorry. The kid's so cute. I keep thinking, I keep going to flip the camera, but I shouldn't really. Oh, joggers, random joggers. Okay, so this is a different view of the tower. This here, this moat that used to be water, obviously. When I was, I did a sponsored walk for a heart charity. Like we went around the tower 20 times. I think it was the equivalent to 10 kilometres. Although I don't know why kilometres, because we're not foreign. Maybe it was 10 miles, 7 kilometres, I don't know. Anyway, that's a picture of Hampton Court Palace, just for advertising purposes, because we are at Tower, which is one of the royal palaces. Okay, that's in Russian for some odd reason. See another royal palace, banqueting house. 1649, execution of Charles over a cup of tea. Hi, Anne. Yeah, the ravens are historic here. They have their wings clipped because the legend is that if they all fly away, England will fall. Don't know if anyone noticed really by the time they started introducing hormone replacement for children. Anywho, yeah, so these little things that look like kind of wonky or tall cross crucifixes are. Is there a plural for crucifixes other than crucifixi? I don't know, I'm making it up. Anyway, there for you to stick your bow and arrow out of and no one can get you and you can just like, you know, like just, I don't know, do some sort of Game of Thrones scene. But the first was kept in his tower against their will. Just too many. Guido, Guy Fawkes, the Catholic that we celebrate burning every year. But then again, to be fair, he was going to blow up the Houses of Parliament, him and his mates, allegedly, although it was proven, but after torture, wouldn't be admissible nowadays. But yeah, it's another different little view of the Shard and the clouds, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to sit down any minute now. I need to see if I can get you a better view of the Tower Bridge. I'm not walking over it though, because I haven't had my inoculations to go to South London. I'm only joking. I'm openly inviting all of you to come to London. I will take you all around, but try and coordinate because I can't be doing it every week. Anyway, this is in your language potentially wherever you are. I'll just go along. You can rewind it after. So we've got French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Polish, Russian, Bangladeshi. I'm guessing, I don't know, Chinese, Korean, whatever. That's that. And then more of the same languages, obviously, for those. Excuse me, could I just quickly put that? Hello. Which one is Korean and which one is Chinese? Do you know?
This one's Chinese.
There's no Korean.
What's that one?
That's Japanese.
Okay, I was no, I wasn't. I was 50% right about the languages and utterly wrong about the positioning. Right, everyone, there you go. Is that? It's just weird because I started learning Japanese, but not the language, not the written language. But I can can say I'm English. Right, this used to be a tower. It's somewhat eroded now. What it says is not in English. This is the German one, so that's unhelpful. Although my German's not good enough for that. Not at all. That's
So this useless dot.
okay. This is where there was access from the City of London East, which is in that direction, really. Okay, St Catherine's Docks in modern, like, you know, all of that. Scavenger's Daughter, I don't know what that means particularly. More stairs. What a shocker. Oops, daisy. Right, old stone, everyone. Old thingies, new stickers. Let's go. Right, nearly there. Exactly, that's what I was just thinking, small child. Right. Ow. Okay. That, sorry, that over there as well is part of the, like, his really, really old wall. And that used to be a speaker's corner area, another one, because we used to have quite a few before we were restricted to the one. I'm going to sit here. I just don't care. Got to at this stage. Oh, ouch. By the way, just in case anyone's hungry, I've just made it worse for them. Right. Oh, thank you. My poor little back. Right. Yeah, I think that's us done in terms of, I mean, everything is like interesting if you're, oh wow, I was only painting a little, like the smallest room in the house, literally, Jordan, and and then what happened is my pride got involved, because actually a friend of mine was supposed to do it for me, like one of a testicular persuasion, if you see what I mean, and then they got this vibe on, like, you don't have to remind me every 6 months, like, so, but it was worth it at the time for the righteous indignation, but not for the week and a half later and having it spread to my shoulder, etc. Right, now let's see if I can prop you, because I've got like a stick. Oh, that's a bit of a dubious angle. Let's stick you on the back of the fence, maybe. Oh, then you get to see all the traffic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got. Sorry. I'd love to be considerate of your view at this. Whoops. Oh, come on. Somebody. Right. Nope. Yes. Yeah, that would do. Right. Sorry, I'm missing. I can see Jeff's. Oh no, Armour of God talking to Jeff at the bottom, but I missed everything prior to that. I'm just looking at the Belgian waffles, if I'm honest, but they never look like they're basically mis-selling. Yeah, they don't look like that in real life. And I'm allegedly eating healthily. Although, I'm quite proud, I finished a 21-day diet in like about 8 hours. Not bragging, but it happened. Are you talking? Sorry, Jeff. Is that for me? Armour of God. I was at the gift shop earlier of St Paul's. Oh yes, that's what I'm going to show you. Oh, I can't, because maybe my friend who I've got the gift for is watching. I can show you my Anglican beads, my little mini Anglican rosary, but I can't show you the gift I got for them because I'm out here moonlighting as Father Christmas, obviously, who was a saint. Also, right. Where do we find alkaline, Martin? I'm sorry if you can't see the chat and this is just being processed, but Martin's telling me something about diet. Is it like seaweed, or did I just make that up? Tell me it's in gin and tonic and I'll be your best friend. It's not going to be in gin and tonic, I understand. But yeah, Martin, I don't know. Alkaline high, like pH levels, is that? Am I just making it up? Where are my beads? Oh yeah, I found them. Hold on. Oh, this bag. It's like Mary. Yeah, I do though. It's supposed to be Cajun chicken. It came out more like, to be honest, biryani, because I do like spiciness. So this, for anyone who, this is obviously a miniature. We just have the one, the invitation, I believe that is. And I guess, yeah, that's the point. I don't know these ones because I've never had such a teensy-weensy one before. But usually with the, excuse me, with Protestant beads, there's, yeah, the invitation, there are three main points around the circlet, and then 7, yeah, I think 7 in between each called the weeks. But I might make a video about them because it can feel a bit odd, like, as a Protestant. Oh, thank you, Armour of God. That means you just bought them for me. Thank you. Very kind of you. Hands up, anybody who is a Catholic in it or is not a Protestant. Because am I right in thinking that the majority of my viewers are Protestant or not? I don't mind, obviously. Let's see. Lord Raven. Ooh, Lord Raven, before I just throw my phone away. You're very, very welcome, but please do rest. Don't, well, I didn't steal them, Armour of God. Although if I did, I was in a prime position to repent and, like, confess. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. Love it. I don't love, I mean, I do, secretly. Obviously, I prefer Protestantism. Otherwise, I wouldn't be one. But yeah, it's very odd. Like, I've got a friend, well, I've got a sister who's Catholic, and what are you now, repent? Oh, you mean born and bred, as in, I apologise, but I earned it with that walk. But yeah, I'm so pleased, like, that, I don't know, although I do need to reach some Catholic, although I've got a feeling, if I'd have made the video to, like, refuting Taylor Marshall the other day, oh gosh, I was fuming. It was just so unnecessary. And for someone who's a doctor, I was like, it's really, I don't know, just low blows all over the place. Just so he can slate Francis, who he's not really allowed to, like, disagree with, if you see what I mean. But yeah, chucking Luther under the bus. Tramps. Luther was so, like, genuine. It's so weird. Like, he wasn't out to cause a war. He wasn't out to lose his salvation. Very genuine and earnest and willing to risk his own safety, obviously. But I think initially he thought the Pope was going to thank him and be like, oh my gosh, I never looked at it that way. Obviously his popiness did not do that. Or the Emperor. I think it was Charles, I don't know, some Spanish dude, I think, or Italian, can't remember. Charles V, anyway, who cares? But yeah, I don't, like, he's been slated, obviously, by Roman Catholics, but, not Roman Catholics, I do apologise, the Roman Catholic Church. However, they've got a little bust, that's what my friend was showing me, that they've got a little bust of him in the Vatican. And I was like, are you serious? Like, after they excommunicated him and wanted him dead and yada yada. But I think they only brought it out temporarily, yeah, whilst there's a Protestants in. Oh, that's it, 100%. I wouldn't say sect, I'd say denomination, but I know what you mean, yeah. The problem being when the Bible is, when something's antithetical to the Bible, we're told in the Bible that we are to tear down strongholds and false imaginings that set themselves up against the true knowledge of God. And we affirm that the true knowledge of God is found in the scripture. Like, I don't know how anyone can even think to argue, like, unreal, mate. Anyway, because we know that, it's unfortunate, and people do get very, like, keen when arguing other Christians, and I wish they weren't so, not passionate, but like a dog with a bone, because meanwhile Islam and godlessness is like kicking down the walls of Christendom. But yet you shouldn't cause your brother to stumble, but you don't want to watch them stumbling either without at least, you know, trying lovingly to put them on the right way. People get very touchy though. I do as well. Like, my friends really, I said it a few times, like, have you prayed that rosary? And I'm like, I listened though to a whole decade, I think they're called, yesterday, the mysteries, at like some insistence, I must admit. Didn't get the beads out or anything. They're very pretty. I don't know, like I could feel the discomfort in myself, and I think that's just because I've always been Protestant. Well, and also I don't believe in praying to dead human beings. Yes, Armour of God I have, and I've also, but yeah, I've been a little bit busy. But what I did, I saw that David had done a video about it, so obviously I thought that's covered. And I posted a community post about a lady in Pakistan who's been charged with blasphemy, get on this, for receiving a text. That's it. And if that's the case, I really wish I had the number of Imran Khan. You know what I mean? I'd send him a load of stuff, get him nicked, get them all nicked, all the top imams, get their phone numbers, someone. But yes, shocking. In Nigeria, a 10-year-old or 12-year-old, 11-year-old, something under the age of culpability in England, was given 10 years for insulting Allah. Nutters. Oh, and a kid was, oh my gosh, yeah, with the 8-year-old was the one who urinated on the carpet. Am I right? In the mosque? Or is that another one? I'm not sure now. There's a child who urinated or vomited or some bodily function, and their whole family's in hiding and yada yada. Yeah, I think that's that one. Unreal, mate. Yeah, Jordan, in a yeah, I guess it must have been a religious library though, because they can't even demand their fines, to be fair, for the late books. Yeah, so I hope there's not another one. I know that sounds weird. Like, I hope it is the one. Awful. Children, I mean, I know, like, don't get me wrong, England has had its fair share in many, like, decades and centuries ago of children being capitally punished or transported off to Australia, etc. But, like, I don't think anyone was really quoting the scripture. It wasn't for blasphemy either, it was for theft and, you know, like civil crime. I don't know. The world's gone mental. And when I say gone, obviously I mean the world is mental. There's do you know what? There's one other church. It's really beautiful. So, but well, you can't see where I'm pointing that away. It is. No, that's going to be my next one. All right, I promise. When I get home. Okay, yeah, I'm going to I'll do a community post for the members at least. Yeah, maybe I'll just do a public one. And you can put on, I'm going to take a photo of that church thingy that I still haven't got to a pub though, it's shocking. But anyway, let me get this priorities. Let's get the nicotine level sorted. And then, yeah, maybe I'll show you the inside of a pub quickly. Kid thinks I'm a lunatic. Thinks I'm just sitting chatting to myself, looking in, like using my phone as a mirror or something. Yeah, this is the other kind of side of London, obviously. This is behind the scenes, like before we let the tourists in. That's a real life London bus, like not a tour guidey one. But they're all, they're the newer route master. They're not the Blunts and the Crumpets. What are you trying to say, that we're soft over here, Armour of God? Or am I coming on a private convo? Yes, it is a roll-up, yeah. Yeah, and it is tobacco before anyone thinks otherwise. Oh, Blunts and the Crumpets. I quite like that one, to be fair. Yes, Sunny Sleep. Oh, long time. Where you been, bruv? Sis? Potentially gender neutral, but I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't afford to smoke cigarettes, not in England. They're like £10 for 20, and I smoke so often. It's not that I smoke much, because with roll-ups I just let them go out or throw them away. But they're expensive in and of themselves, but obviously they last appreciably longer. And I have got a vape. My brother keeps buying me them for Christmas and birthdays. Bless him. I love my brother, because he smokes one, but I can't get on with them, and then all the juicy stuff runs out, and I'm like, oh, what's the point? Just buy tobacco. 10.65. Oh, B&H, shut up, really? That's pathetic. I've got a neighbour who's disabled, so sometimes I go and get cigarettes for her. And yeah, like 40 face can be like 22 quid or whatever. John Blake, that's such a shame. Well, not a shame. There's always tomorrow, like another day. I'd love to go. I've been to Munich, but I haven't been to Worms. Shocking. Yeah, but the thing is, oh my God, over where you are, without doxing ya, I got a friend over there, and sometimes he sends me stuff, and the prices are on it, and you think like, and they're not £10, if you see what I mean. They're just got the number 10. What have I done with my sunglasses? That's bizarre. Okay, I must be that organised that I put them away. It can't have been that funny. She laughed really loud. Yeah, I found them. Canadian is what I like to call it. Oh my God. Because of I don't know. I just like it. I was crying with. I've been screaming, laughing this morning. I was listening to. Oh, I'm not advertising. He's Canadian. His name's Stuart Francis. Stuart with an EW, and he does one-liners. I've seen him before, but I just watched, like, I just put it into YouTube, Stuart Francis, and then I think I picked him live at the Apollo. Please do watch it, please, because I'm getting off in a minute anyway. But yeah, maybe I'll drop the link to it in the description box. Maybe I won't. Maybe just find it, please. But yeah, it's very funny. Right, we're on the final furlough because I can't even get up to go to the pub. I'm just going home. I can't bother. I've got alcohol and food at home, to be fair. Yeah, and if it's not nailed down as well, and if it is nailed down, they just steal the nails, basically. Yeah. Well, I'm going to finish this cigarette just for your viewing pleasure. Sorry, I know it's terrible. I do apologise. Ish. It's worse to lie, to be honest. Marion's still here. What a trooper. What an absolute soldier. Yeah, so yeah, maybe we'll go in the opposite direction next time. I'm definitely doing a church crawl soon. I'm gonna now oh my gosh, is it like literally Holy Spirit led? Now I've got me thingy, every church in the city bit. Now I can plot my church crawl, and then I can do the pub crawl just by memory. To be fair, because I'm gonna find the oldest one of the. There's no such thing as too kind. I'm gonna find the top 10 alleged oldest pubs or something like that. Right, but Siggy's going out. It's a sign to get up. I'm making the guy who's just sat next to me nervous because I've got the camera and he don't know where it's going. He keeps jumping. Right, vitamin D. Yeah, it's getting very aggy. I don't know why. Right. Okay, I was going to show you the bridge quickly. Hold on. Where is it? Have I just turned into a midget? What's going on? Where? They've stolen the bridge, everyone. No, it's the wrong angle. I can't. It won't. I'd have to walk all the way. Oh, I can't. I'm knackered now. Right, let's just get over this road. Show you this last statue, and then we're done. It's basically a pigeon roost. Thank you, Jordan. Right, there's a very hard-looking worker with a pigeon on his back. There's normally a pigeon on his head whenever I come by. The building worker is the name of the statue. They should, oh my God, I'd be one healthy muchacho. However, I just take them in the mornings. So, nightmare. Well, I was only killing time. Right, everyone, we can start now. I'm joking. I'm really not doing all that again. I just walked like, well, it's only from St Paul's to the Tower, but Rich is in heaven. You know the drill. You know the coup. Right, let me show you this poxy bridge again from a different angle. And let's just get there. Oh, sorry, love. I'm not sorry though. I don't know why I say it, because I'm not doing anything wrong. Right. Oh, I know where I'm going to have a drink. What a touch. You can come with me if you want. There's not much of a good view there, but the good view is the gin and tonic. Right, come on, where is this bloody bridge? Mate, oh no, the trees have all grown. I must have been here in the winter. There's the bridge, everyone, just through that foliage. I can't do it again. You've seen it. Because I just spotted the pub. You see the added enthusiasm that comes about at this moment in time. Right, let's get there. Look at this road junction, everyone. While I just like me ciggy. Oh yeah, look at this. Ultra low emission zone. Basically just like robbery, taxation. But they've called it ULEZ. And either I am just a teenager, or to me that sounds like you lesbian, like you les. Maybe it's me. But that's what, every time I see it, that's what I think of. I think I'm not a les, thank you very much. Right, we're nearly there. I can't get over. Excuse me. My answer is because I needed to. Although the cough that I'm doing at the moment doesn't make it sound like that. It's because I've stopped. Yeah, I needed to. I've just been walking for 2 hours with our lovely brothers and sisters in Christ, all around the churches, all around the river, the warship that we have, the inside of the oldest church in London. And as a reward, and based on a couple of decades long pastime of mine, I decided to light a cigarette. Just as Spurgeon smoked cigars to the glory of God, this is me. Okay, right, the road's clear even though it's not the right time to cross, but this is not Germany, so we won't get into any trouble whatsoever. Right, that's where I'm going, everybody. That little teensy pub over there. It's called the Minories. And that whole street, that area is called the Minories. I'm not really sure. There is a history behind it. There is a history behind everything in London. But I used to know it. I have a feeling I used to know it. Minories. It'll come to me in a minute. Tower Gateway. There's another station that we didn't quite check out, which is Tower Hill. Oh yeah, they've got a garden out the back. The last time I went in here, wow, a long time ago, very long time ago. Right, let's do this shizzle. You can have a bottomless brunch up to 2 hours for 28 quid. Right, let's get in. How do you... That's it, right. I think we're going to sit in a little nook. Right, look. We've got this little area, but that's not cleaned. That sort of thing. We'll sit outside. Let's see. It says, everybody has to believe in something. I believe I'll have another drink. Outside. Definitely outside. There's the obligatory drip. Right. So there's booths. Let's just go somewhere. No, the speakers are right next to me. I'm sorry if you can hear them. It's called the Minories. Repent. M-I-N-O-R. Oh, I-E-S. Not very comfortable hard wooden benches, but I don't care at this stage. So, I bet it's not table service. Oh, it's an app. No way. So I just put my phone at them little squiggles, the QR codes, and it goes, yeah, what do you want? Like, we don't. Armour of God. You've paid for it, so I'll try my best. What are you saying? I'm fat, bro. I just fell in. Are you saying, bro? Don't let's fall out because I'll win in a fist fight without ever having seen you. Right. Isn't that weird? Right, without noticing, that's what I've done. Just come straight onto the main event. However, I wanted, whoops, the food one. Right, let me just, oh, I've got a little wooden thing. My battery's low, I better go. I might come back, but it's literally going to switch off my phone, so speak to you in a bit. Bye-bye.